Two guys, one sofa.
Hello and welcome to Two Guys, One Sofa. I am Peter Parker Jones, and in addition to my A-level in film studies from the New College of Telford, I've also seen, I'd say, about 20 films at the cinema so far this year, qualifying me to bring you up-to-date news and opinions on all of the latest cinema releases. Joining me as always, Graeme, the man who spells cinema with an S, where the N should be, and who finished his 4 or 5 years of college media studies education at the Telford College of Arts and Technology with no formal qualifications or achievements to speak of, but he excels in other areas. Sweating, a sky-high cholesterol count, and an unnerving ability at cleaning windows with his fucking tongue. Graeme, say hi to the people.
I did also buy the app. That's the reason I'm here.
Yeah.
I brought the app. It's my phone.
It's your phone.
That's what I bring to the table.
That's what you bring to the table. A phone perched on 2 chairs.
I didn't bring anything else.
You didn't even bring a table to the table. You brought 2 fucking chairs and a mobile phone.
You really need to stop listening to Ricky Gervais' podcast.
Yeah. We finally
I like my shit intros better than this.
You've had so many chances.
I know.
So many chances to nail this intro.
All right.
And much like a McCann family holiday, you brought nothing but incompetence and boobery.
Oh, that's such boober.
And deceit.
Oh, okay. I have no rebuttal.
So
I've turned into Cole Pilkington. Oh shit! No, this can't be happening. I thought at least I'd be Stephen Merchant.
No.
Oh.
So, welcome.
Oh.
Thank you to whoever listened to the last episode, the Avengers Infinity War special. I think the viewership's pretty good for that. I think we're up around the 60 plus mark, which again is more, 50 more than we expect for the average podcast.
I mean, and the nice thing was, we did that so quickly off the bat as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people have not or hadn't seen it by the time we had put someone in, and then people just forget about it because we forget about it and therefore don't share it.
Yeah, we never plugged it again.
No, we should plug that again.
Yeah,
I'll plug it again.
We'll plug it again before we release this.
Indeed, but you won't know that because you'll. Yeah, how's that intro going now?
I started so strong, but then I went to that restaurant and I just left her in the room. And
yes, you licked those fucking windows. Yeah. Good boy with your tongue.
And then I carried her to the beach and I buried her there. But I'll get a book out of it, so.
It'll be fine, meet the Pope.
Yeah, she had a shit eye anyway.
Yeah, indeed. So, hello again. I can't do it.
So today we're going to be
talking... This has spiralled so quickly.
Yeah. Today we're going to be talking about Deadpool 2.
Not just dead people.
Not just dead people.
I thought that's where you were going with that.
Dead People 2. But,
Deadpool 2. Just straight back from the cinema.
Yeah, it's been out a couple of days, so hopefully some of you have seen it already. Did we do the first Deadpool on the podcast before?
I think we gave it a fleeting mention, but I think it was that year when we lost our end of year.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? It was 2016, wasn't it? So yeah, I think it was lost in the...
Yes. There was high praise.
Well, like a child in the Algarve.
Oh God, here we go. This is the theme, is it?
Yes, it's a nice day.
Oh, let's double down.
Let's double down on our...
Kate killed Maddie.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly.
No, not allegedly. No, Kate killed Maddie. Come at me, YouTube.
Come at me.
What are you going to do about it?
All 12 of our listeners. They're done, that's it.
Shall we guess in advance who'll be the one to flag us up out of all of our friends that might listen to this?
Luke. Well, no.
What's that a reference to, Graeme?
That is a reference to another lost episode because my phone is awful and deletes corrupted files.
Why was it corrupted? What was so corrupted about Luke?
Because the problem was Luke commented and I horribly forgot who Luke was.
Oh.
And I felt really bad about it.
Oh, well, I mean, we're recording a new episode now, so why don't we talk... why don't you apologise to Luke properly? Who is Luke?
I do apologise, Luke. Luke is a fan of Army of Freshmen. I've known Luke for a few years now. But I just forgot Luke was Luke. I forgot.
What else would Luke be if not Luke? What do you mean?
Well... It was generic name. Oh, I'm sorry. It was a generic name. I was like, I don't know Luke.
Yeah, I'm sorry too, Luke.
I know Luke.
I'm sorry too that you've got such shitty taste in friends.
Yeah. We said that at the time.
I appreciate you, Luke, whoever you may be.
You opened up discussion, and it was great. And I had I thought it was one of your friends, Pete.
Well, it's probably more one of my friends than
Oh,
yours. You
definitely now.
dumpy little fuck, yeah.
Oh, have you seen her? This is horrible.
Look at you
I'm
squirm. Look at you squirm.
Oh, I'm like a DC executive.
So shall we dedicate this episode to Luke?
This episode goes to Luke with apologies to Luke. It's Deadpool 2 with apologies to Luke
Okay.
in brackets.
Okay.
I think that's fine. So sorry, Luke. My apologies.
Yeah.
Moving on. Anyway, Deadpool 2.
Yeah, so I mean, what did
Before
you
this
think-
goes any more off the fucking rails.
I mean, what did you think of the first one? Where did you stand?
I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it as much as some people.
Yeah, I
because
think
a lot
that's
of
kind of where
people
I'm at, yeah.
really, really, really like that film, and I enjoyed it. I mean, it's one of those. It's fun. It's enjoyable. Yes, it takes the piss out of itself. It takes the piss out of other things.
Yeah.
Again, it's not a repeat viewer, so to speak. Really, I think I've seen it about twice now, or even
I think
two and a
that's
half.
exactly where I stand, because I missed it at the cinema.
Yeah,
So
I did as well.
I think by the time I got around to it, I'd already had months and months of people saying, you have
Yeah.
to see Deadpool, you'll
Yeah,
love Deadpool, it'll be right down your street.
Yeah.
And I laughed a few times.
Yeah,
It
I
was good,
enjoyed
but-
it. I left with a smile on my face
Yeah.
because I was just like,
It
that was fun.
It was fun, but I had my repeat viewing yesterday because I didn't remember
Yeah.
what the fuck happened, and that's probably a negative. And even watching it, I was like, oh yeah, that happened again.
Yeah, like you say, a lot of the time is with reference-based humour. Once it's done once, it's funny once, but when you know it's coming, it doesn't kind of work
Yeah, it
in
doesn't
the
stand
same
up for
way.
repeat viewings. And the other thing about that sort of wink, breaking the fourth wall humour is it's good when it's done sporadically.
Yeah.
But when you do it throughout your film constantly, it's almost like it's masking the fact you haven't actually got any proper ideas.
Yeah, I
or
mean, the
story
thing,
to
I mean,
tell.
like you say, it's in the. I would say that's heavily based in the Deadpool comics, though, isn't it? I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah,
You're more of a comic book guy than I am.
Not big on the old Marvel, or I don't think I've hardly read any Deadpool, but I know his character was in the comics fourth wall breaking
Okay.
character, which was his shtick, basically.
Okay, fair enough.
So when they brought it to the film, obviously it worked because that's his character. He does it in the pages of the comics. I think the one that I read was something like Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe or something along those lines. And he goes around killing everyone, and at the very end of it, he decides, well, the only way to kill the Marvel Universe is to kill the writers, and then jumps out of the page in a weird thing, and then starts slicing up the writers' room full of the writers that are writing this comic book, and it's...
I see.
Yeah, it just got very kind of just, the fuck?
That's some pretty meta shit.
Yeah.
right there.
So yeah, I mean, with the fourth wall breaking, it's constant in the comics. So I was fine with it. Like I say, it depends again what they were referencing though. I think there was a point where it was like a fourth wall break and a fourth wall break.
Yeah, something
it's like
like that.
16 walls, and I'm like, kudos.
Yeah. There was some good stuff, and there was other stuff where it was just
Just like
yeah.
yeah.
Flat.
Yeah, so Deadpool, yeah. No,
Yeah, I kind of had concerns about the sequel, though. In the same way I had concerns about the second Guardians. If
Yeah.
you think about Guardians of the Galaxy, some guy goes to the executives at Marvel, I've got an idea for a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, what? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Do it, we're focused on Iron Man, focused on Captain America, you do what the fuck you want.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a success. And you make a sequel.
Do more of it.
But yes, now the suits want to get involved. And
Yeah.
while our focus groups tell us that what played really well in the first film was this. So you
Baby
need more of that,
Groot.
double down at Baby
Yeah.
Groot. The playlist, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. Really emphasise this, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I kind of had the same concerns about this sequel. So, what do you think of Deadpool 2?
I enjoyed it again. I'm exactly where I was after the first
Yeah,
one.
exactly the same.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Yeah, there's another one in the can. We'll be back with Solo, a Star Wars story, in a few weeks' time.
No, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was fucking gonna win any Oscars. It's not up for even like probably film of the year for me.
Yeah, I think
But it's just very enjoyable.
I was
It's-
thinking about that while watching it. Like, I didn't laugh out loud particularly often. Whereas I think back to a few weeks ago, we watched Infinity War in the cinema, and we laughed
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes along with the audience,
I
sometimes
mean, like you say,
just
it's
the two of us
different. A
laughing.
different type.
A different type of humour,
It's like-
absolutely. But it's
There was a few times, like I said, I was smirking, and as you
Yeah.
did kind of under your breath, I may have let a titter or two.
yeah.
But there was only one or 2 points, like I say, that I generally laughed out loud and
Yes.
just had a dopey grin probably across my face because, Well, it is. It's an enjoyable film. I come out with very happy from it. I was like,
Yeah.
that was worth an hour to 2 hours of my existence. Which a lot of the time, you watch something and it's just not. Hitman's Bodyguard.
Oh, have you watched that? Have you?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to? Do you want to do that?
No, it's got Ryan Reynolds in, but no, Deadpool 2.
Okay. So, is that bad?
It's not great. I mean, it's not terrible, but again, it's just one of those. I could have done something productive with my life instead of watching this. Maybe.
I mean, that doesn't sound like you.
No, I could have made a nice slap-up meal for myself in that time it watched. Instead I didn't. I then had toast.
What?
I wasted my time watching it.
Hitman's Bodyguard and toast.
Yeah. It was
Well, Amy, you're a lucky
It was
lady.
a dark Tuesday afternoon is what it was.
Wow, she has landed on her feet.
Hey. But no, I enjoyed it. Pete?
Yeah, pretty much exactly the same. I came out with the same emotions that I left Deadpool with. It was fun. Again, there was stuff that didn't work for me, that fell flat, that I just sort of thought, you haven't really got any ideas here. I sort of think a few months down the line, if we were to do a podcast looking back at the year and we would say, what was the story of Deadpool 2? I would struggle to fucking tell you what the story was.
It would have been... It had Cable in it.
Yeah. I was wondering how long it would take them to reference Thanos.
Yeah.
And they do eventually do it.
Yeah.
I found that really fucking distracting. And I think the release times of the two films didn't help. Because it's still in the fucking cinema.
Yeah,
Infinity War. And it was so distracting having him in there as like the main bad guy of the film. It was so strange.
Speaking of... let's just go spoilers then from
I think
now.
we've kind of done that already.
Yeah, just formal, though. Spoilers here on out. Like you say, the references, all the stuff like that, it nodded back to the first film a few times, which they were the points when I kind of went, oh, yeah, I remember that. Like, that again, it's like, hey, remember this line that everyone found funny? It was funny the first time. It didn't kind of work as a...
Yeah, exactly. That's sort of what I was getting to of like the corporate suit getting involved and saying, do you know what played really well the first time round? You know what people really loved?
Yeah,
Let's
this
get that in
quick
there
one-liner.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, stuff like that, alright, whatever, it's in there, I get it. But there was some genuinely funny moment. I mean, again, it normally comes from the support cast, rather, because, I mean, everyone thinks Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, quick, firing off one-liners, and that's the zingy funny bit. I found weird, like, Domino is a character. Like, I was pissing myself laughing just how that worked as a character.
Yeah, it was great.
It was just how fluky and lucky this character is, and how they came up with it, and how it played out. I was just like, this is brilliant. I like it.
Yeah, she was funny. It was always fun to see Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Yeah, just a little back and forth.
Yeah, just marginalised, but she was funny as always. And Cable was funny in his own strange little way.
Yeah, Cable, like you say, the thing with, like you say, it was hard not to get away from the whole Thanos thing, but the problem with Josh Brolin, full stop, with me is he was in the Goonies, man.
Yeah, that's a problem.
He even gave a little reference to the Goonies, which I appreciated.
That was a problem too.
But like I say, you can't hold it against the film because he's an actor. At the end of the day, he's going to be in other things. But I'd say the strange thing was, you mentioned that again. He was the big bad guy of the film.
For a while.
Technically, he wasn't.
He was a big bad guy until he wasn't.
Yeah. But I kind of you saw that coming up. 100 miles away kind of thing. Very Terminator.
Yeah, if you've seen films before,
you know how time travel works.
Yeah.
That was the other thing, the MacGuffin of the time travel.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was...
I got it. Kind of new, like they curveballed it slightly at the end, where I thought after old Wade had snuffed it, after the most obnoxiously long and brilliant death scene going. Which again, I appreciated more because it was just so in your face obnoxious. That was the point of it.
Yeah, that was them.
They made
really
no apologies
sort of,
for it. They were just like, put the camera on Ryan Reynolds.
Just let him ham it up.
Yeah, and just see how long this goes. And that could have gone on for 10 minutes, and it still would have been kept in there.
It was the kind of thing they tried to do in Ghostbusters and failed massively. That's how you do it.
Yes. The other one was Trinity from The Matrix.
Yes.
When she snuffs it, and that goes on for 5 minutes, and you're just like, oh my god, die!
Just please die. I will kill you.
Yeah, that's where my mind went to straight away. Every time he leant over, and you're just like, it's still going to go on, and then he popped back, and I'm just like, yes. But stuff like that, I enjoyed the time travel aspect. I'd say the curveball was you always thought with this time travel device, the Cable had the one to go back in time to obviously rewrite everything, and at the end of the day, somehow
that was very Thanos as well.
Yes,
which is very fucking distracting.
Yeah, that's a time stone.
Time travel, you say?
You need it to be green as well. But like I say, you always knew at the end somehow his girlfriend would be brought back to life.
Oh yeah, because she dies. Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers alert. Yeah, that's the whole. Yeah, that's the plot point. That's the term women in refrigerators, which again I know this comes up often in our conversations, but I can just imagine all those fucking diehard feminist liberals when that happens, losing their shit at the beginning, and you're just like, well, yes, because we've seen this God knows how many times. The interesting female character dies to further the male point of view, and they just thought, yes, that's what we're going to do in the age of the Me Too movement.
Yeah, again, I say, as obnoxious as you like, no apologies for it.
No, and then obviously the whole thing is about dealing with the grief, because he feels guilty because obviously she died inadvertently because of him, blah-de-blah-de-blah. But at some point with the time travel device, you knew that's how it would work out.
Yes.
What I really enjoyed was it didn't happen in the actual film. It was a post-credit sequence. Everything was just tied up in a nice little bow in the post-credit.
Move on, and
it was just like, oh yeah, she's alive again now, and you're just
like nothing happened.
Yeah, just like, well done. Because I said you expect it to happen in the film, and then Cable doesn't go far enough back, and he saves Deadpool instead.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, oh, that I did not see coming. I thought it would just be
he goes
reset.
Back in time. Yeah.
But how they did it, I thought that was fantastic, because, like I say, it was just, 2 post-credit sequences. Just, oh yeah, she's still dead. You're getting to fix the thing, the MacGuffin, and he can save it, and he does. And again, I like that because it's lazy writing, but it's genius writing because they know it's lazy and they make a nod to it throughout the film. Every time there's a MacGuffin or something that just needs explaining away, coincidentally or easily, he turns to the camera and just goes, that's lazy writing.
But that's a kind of good and bad thing, because it is still lazy writing.
It is, but I appreciate that they don't try and mask it as anything else. I think that's a positive. They just literally say, this is happening, deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that, but it kind of still doesn't excuse the fact that, from a story point of view, it's stupid.
It is stupid. It is, but at the end of the day,
maybe that's what a superhero film is.
Yeah, it's
superheroes. They don't.
I don't want my Deadpool to turn into Star Trek and start using mumbo jumbo and long, linguistically complex ways of, getting around a fact that is just the same thing, but they spruce it up, because that's no different.
Imagine a Deadpool version of The Next Generation.
Oh, good God. Oh, Data versus Deadpool.
Yeah, imagine
Datapool.
Datapool. Imagine that fucking episode where they're trying to decide if Data should be dissembled, whatever it is, and having a mock trial. Imagine Deadpool in that scenario. In the William Riker role in that situation.
Good.
We're getting into some nerdy shit here. Whatever audience we had has just switched up.
He'll be known as number 2 rather than number 1.
Number 2, because it's funny.
Because it's funny. Poo.
Make it so number 2.
So now, like I say,
Engage number 2.
Engage number 2. There was a few moments of that as well in the script where it was just like, you do hear, it's almost like, I don't know if you still haven't seen it or not, but very Arrested Development with Tobias Funke.
No, I've got it on DVD and I still haven't watched it yet. It's on fucking Netflix and I just haven't done it yet.
Fuck round to it, Pete. I cannot. It will change your life. It will, honestly, and I mean this.
Oh, okay.
Away from Deadpool, people will back me up on this. Leave a comment in the Facebook section. Tell Pete how much Arrested Development will change Pete's life for the better. It changes everyone's life for the better, and it is just custom made for the likes of me and you.
Okay.
I assure you, I cannot give it any higher praise.
Why are you holding your hand and just creep away at me?
Because I feel like I'm going to be
aroused?
Yes. Because Tobias Funke. No.
Oh God.
You'll understand. You'll get the reference about bluing yourself.
I wish people could see what I'm seeing right now.
Please, Pete, watch it. Why won't you watch the rest of
You
development?
currently look like the sort of person who's seen a photo in a newspaper next to an article which was arrested outside the school.
Yeah.
When questioned why his trousers were around his ankles, the defendant offered no comment.
Got caught on the gate that I was trying to
Yes.
scale. But yes, I mean, like I said, I just enjoyed it.
Are we back to Deadpool 2?
Yeah, I think we're back to that. Sorry.
Yeah, our little time travel.
That was that was the
Fucking
MacGuffin
time
for this podcast. No, I mean, it's weird. Like, I don't really have anything much to say on it other than it was very enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean, what's the future of the franchise? I mean, have they sort of suggested that it's going to be a Deadpool 3, or are we moving forward with X-Team?
X-Force.
X-Force, whatever the fuck it's called.
Well, it depends, because, I mean, didn't Fox lose the rights after this was made and everything then went
Yeah, I
to Marvel
believe
proper?
that-
So the X-Men, including Deadpool, is under
They're
the
on
X-Men
the way
banner.
in, possibly to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
So, I mean, I would say if Marvel, they make money, so they'll know a third one will make the money. It probably won't even be. It can still be set in its own separate thing, but it will just be made by Marvel Studios rather than Fox, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how I feel about that as an amalgamation of that universe into that universe.
Yeah, I don't think they'd cross over into the main Marvel cinematic. I think it would still be based in its own.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would
little
not
world.
be at all surprised. And they see those dollar signs flashing.
Yeah.
Never.
Deadpool meets Chris Pratt, Star-Lord.
Exactly. Star-Lord meets Deadpool.
Think of the quips.
Yeah.
Think of the playlists. I mean,
Oh no. Yeah. Speaking of the playlist, very very good in this film.
yeah, again, more of the same, wasn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
songs used right in the right
We
moments.
got dubstep.
We got dubstep more than once.
Bangarang.
Banger. Pete's only favourite dubstep
Yeah,
song.
the one dubstep song that I know and love. I may be the only one in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Dubstep is for pussies, to quote Cable. I believe that was the term that he used
He did
before then,
dubstep.
like breaking Deadpool's spine.
Yeah.
Which I like, because again, that was another one of those moments where it's just like, let's put the music in, and it builds a music, and you're just expecting this epic fight scene to this dubstep, and it just abruptly ends when Cable just throws down on Deadpool.
I mean, there were some really good action scenes in this because, as I said, I watched the first one again and I'd completely fucking forgotten the whole thing. And you've got the sort of slow motion car scene at the beginning and whatnot. And there were some similar scenes in this. There were some really, really good, fun action scenes that I've already forgotten the specifics of.
There was two CGI people fighting each other.
Yes, there was that. There was
the prison,
the fight scene in the, what do they call it, the cooler, the freezer?
the ice box.
The ice box.
That's right.
Yeah, that was a fun scene. What was the opening one? Because we got a slow motion.
It was him just going around the world chopping the fuck out of people.
Yeah, in Tokyo and all of these different places.
And then in his house, which leads to obviously
to the death of
to his lady.
The lady.
Also, following on from that as well, the scene that I really fucking did like was the James Bond homage.
Oh, yes.
The credits.
Yeah, where he stopped for a little an interlude.
Fucking
With
brilliant.
Deadpool as James Bond.
Just absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, that was a stroke of genius. That was probably the high point.
At the very start.
At the very, very start. And the very end, I mean, the post-credit scenes were probably where we laughed out loud the most, I think. There were some great moments in that.
Yeah. Like you said, just like him dying was brilliant because he just wouldn't die, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's like the point of, I know so many other people are pissed off even at this movie for doing this, and I'm just the taxi driver, the big bad guy at the end, the horrible fucking mutant torturing headmaster of the school.
Yeah, the evil professor type character.
He's going to get his comeuppance, and it just comes in the most satisfying of ways.
Yeah, because he's caused a controversy, hasn't he, the taxi driver, from the offended people of the world.
Has he?
As some sort of Indian stereotype.
Well, like a poo.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, all that again.
Yeah.
Are we going to delve into this? No.
If you want to.
I don't think we have enough time. But needless to say, they're wet wipe human beings. They
Well,
get
we have-
offended by this level of shit.
We have the MacGuffin to make all the time we want.
Ooh. But also, we are white and male.
We're gammon.
Yeah, we are the one group of people that aren't allowed to say on anything, but yet have all the say.
I can't tell what point you're trying to make there.
I just hate the over-the-top liberal people. That's all I was trying to say.
Do you hate white people?
I hate everyone equally.
Okay.
I'm a very bitter man.
So you don't like black people?
Not
What about
particularly.
transgenders?
No,
No?
I just hate everyone.
Asians?
I do like their food. Is that racist to say? I don't know anymore in 2018.
Where do you stand on women?
Well, normally the head. Dum-dum.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Are you literally trying to dig me into a hole?
Yeah, more of a pit the size
More
of
of
it. Yeah,
a Grand Canyon.
yeah, you're like a fucking sarlacc. There's a one for the nerds. Aren't there? If you got
reference
that,
points.
like a video if you got that reference.
That was the other thing, is references to all the other films. A lot of, again, a few of them were just like, that's RoboCop.
Yeah, some of it was very, very blatant.
Yeah. Again, enjoyed some of them. Others just did not land, really.
Yeah, I mean that's always going to be a problem when you do stuff like that. Is that it sometimes just comes across as smug. Like,
Yeah, I mean...
here's this movie we've seen. Do you remember this? It's sort of like I was saying about Ready Player One. It's just like remember this movie?
Remember.
We do too.
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
Be our friend. Watch
Yeah.
our film.
Please.
Please like us.
It's kind of like this podcast.
Yeah. Other highlight, the baby legs.
Oh,
After he
God.
got ripped in half. It was the most disturbing thing
Yeah,
I've
I
seen
don't
in
know.
a long time.
I don't know how to comment on that.
See, the reference point, was it, not Cruel Intentions, what was the one with... it was
Basic Instinct.
Basic Instinct, when she folds the legs
Yeah,
over.
is
then
it
you
Sharon
see-
Stone in that film?
Sharon Stone, yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
like,
an iconic...
one of the more famous Hollywood.
And again,
moments.
they didn't point to it. They didn't say Basic Instinct.
I think one of the characters did say Basic Instinct.
Oh, really? Oh, did it?
Yeah,
I
the
was
long-haired
too...
guy with the glasses
Oh.
said it's your Basic Instinct, which kind of spoiled the moment somewhat.
Yeah, I thought they were just... I didn't hear that, so I
Yeah.
thought it was just nicely done that
No, they blew their load on that
they
one.
blew their
sadly.
load, sadly.
Very funny scene, but then they let themselves down.
Oh, I didn't... yeah, that would have tainted it a bit.
I don't
for
like
me.
that character, I must say, the long-haired dude with the
Old
glasses.
T.J. Miller.
Is that? Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, he's just kind of... There's no point to him
He's
anymore.
too in your face with the sort of type of humour. It's like, I think when he first sees Deadpool in the first film, he's sort of like, oh, it's like an avocado, fucking an uglier avocado. And then he does like another metaphor, and he just does about 3 or 4 of these. And I think he does it again in this film.
Yeah,
That's
like,
all-
again, that was one of those references like, remember this?
Yeah.
And he just said the word avocado, and you were just like, yes, I remember that
Yeah,
from
I
the
remember
first
that.
film.
And that kind of humour is funny once when you keep
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah. If he had come up with at least something different, it might have
Maybe.
helped, but it still would have been, oh, that's his shtick. That's what that character does. He is only there to deliver,
It's like a
line.
joke.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Like the blind lady.
Oh,
Occasionally funny, but...
yeah. Al, is it?
Al.
Yeah.
Yeah. Occasionally funny, but again, all her humour seems to be a Deadpool basically fucking with her, or her
Yeah.
pointing the gun in the wrong direction.
Pointing a gun in the wrong direction, or him talking about masturbation.
Yeah,
to
which
her.
has happened before. So that one fell a little bit flat.
Yeah, again, it's, you know...
I think it was just like I say, the new characters that kind of brought obviously something new to the table, but they brought their own little demographics with Deadpool and how he acts with him. Like I said, the Domino stuff. I don't know if it was intentionally funny, but I found it funny how the universe just
works in her favour.
works in her favour. I thought
Yeah.
that was absolutely fantastic. Like I say, his X-Force team, where you
Oh,
get
with,
Terry Crews doing a cameo.
Rob Delaney.
Rob
Uh,
Peter.
Peter.
Peter, that's right, yeah. And just, like I say, you've got all these characters that are just getting more obscure, I'm guessing, from the Marvel Universe, and you're just like, they're all going to die!
Yeah, I mean, are they all genuine Marvel characters then, these people?
I assume so. But again, it's the type of humour, again, that they've written. It was like, who are either the most obscure or hated or both characters
Yeah.
that the Marvel Universe can produce? We're going to put them in this
They're
film.
going to pop out of the hardcore nerds.
Yeah. like you say, it was either going to be this Domino character or Squirrel Girl. They were going to be the two.
Girl.
Oh yeah, there was a Squirrel Girl.
Oh, of course there was.
Yeah, it's not too bad of a comic actually. It's very like Deadpool humor. It's very self-aware that this is ridiculous, and we're just going to run with it.
No.
Oh yeah, one of the few that I read from the Marvel side.
I was going to say that's the extent of your fucking literary knowledge, isn't it? Fucking
Squirrels, yeah.
That's in the one Loy menu.
So I do like Asians.
Oh.
Because one Loy, it's Chinese.
It is. Yeah.
They don't know that though.
What? They don't know that they're Asian.
Oh no.
What?
MacGuffin.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Why do you hate Asian people?
I don't. I've turned into fucking Cable. That was the effect.
Turned into Katie Hopkins. Farage. All aboard the Brexit battle bus with Graeme Kinnison. Marching out of Europe.
Oh, goose stepping out of Europe is what we're going. But no, like I say, there was a few bits in it as well. Like I say, the like I say again, it was the prison scene where he kept on referring to it as Black Toby or someone.
Oh yes.
And it was just the most Caucasian, white, long-haired, redneck guy you've ever seen. And then Cable obviously. He kills him,
yeah.
And then for the rest of the film, Deadpool's just winding up saying, "You racist!" Yeah,
I think he references the Martin Luther King speech. Only learn to judge people by the not by the colour of their skin, but by the character.
The character of a man, rather than colour. There was bits that, like you say, in 2018. Other films would just go from. I say calling the one African American character Black Panther.
Yeah.
Stroke a very funny line.
Brown Panther as well. Black Widow, Brown Panther.
Brown Panther. That's right. Black.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'm
the fact
sorry.
That I remember that does not reflect well on me at all.
But again, it's funny. I don't see that as racist. Whereas a lot of other things would have gone. Nope, we're not touching that with a barge pole. Could you imagine Tony Stark delivering that line? No. Exactly. And that's what I like about, I think, like you say, most of all about this film, I like that it just doesn't care. It just does its thing, and that is what you're getting.
Yeah, and it'll still do really well.
Yeah, fantastically well, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think it's going to be another big hit. I mean, nothing's going to top the Avengers Juggernaut this year, I don't think, but...
No.
I mean, it's going to be up there. Do you think this will do better than Solo?
Yes.
You do?
Yes. Because Solo, nobody fucking wanted. Everybody wanted a second Deadpool.
Nobody thinks they want Solo, but everyone's going to go and watch it, ourselves included.
Yeah. Oh, that's the fucking grip, the vice grip that Disney have.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they have something we know that we want.
They've got us by the balls.
Yeah, and that's bastards. Yeah. Fuck you, mouse. Fuck you. Oh God. Fuck you, Disney.
Millennium Falcon. Remember?
Stormtrooper.
Chewbacca. Remember Han Solo.
Fucking hellfire. Yeah, so I mean,
He's going to come for us, isn't he?
Yeah, when we're sleeping.
Yeah.
When we're sleeping, that's when Mickey comes a peeping.
He's going to turn up in our dreams like Freddy.
That would have been I say they just redid It. They just replaced the clown in It with Mickey Mouse, and that's far more terrifying to me. That would generally be a film that would
We float down here. Balloon Kid.
Just two Mickeys in The Shining, and the tricycles. Come play with us. Just
like the fucking Boogeyman. Say Mickey Mouse 3 times in a minute. Mickey. You're coming with me, kid.
I don't know. Like I say, I'd imagine. I don't know what's coming out the rest of this further in the year, though. I mean, there's. From the previews we
Jurassic
saw,
World
Jurassic
2,
World,
which looks god awful. I'm tipping that. I'm going to say it now, worst film of the year. That's my prediction.
I'm going to say it will be top 3 worst of the
Okay.
year. I still reckon there's some god awful things out there.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of big stuff that we're going to see.
Yeah, I mean, blockbuster.
I think there's possibly a Bumblebee movie coming at the end of this year with John Cena.
Yes, that would be my...
I mean, we're going to have to see that, aren't we?
We are. I mean, one, because it's not Michael Bay for the first time ever.
But it is John Cena.
Yeah, but it's not Michael Bay, and I've said I'm never going to watch another Michael Bay Transformers film.
Oh, okay.
because I burned me once, shame on me. Burned me
you
4 times,
times.
and by that time I fucking learned not to go see the 5th. So
we've got Jurassic World 2. We've got what else? There's actually Solo coming. There's a fucking second Mary Poppins film coming this year.
yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't say I can see Deadpool being bigger than Mary Poppins,
but that's gonna have
especially as R-rated movies go.
That's going to be such a curiosity factor to that film.
I'm going to watch that.
Yeah.
So bad.
I don't know who's playing Mary
It's
Poppins.
Emily Blunt.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
Okay.
they got an A-lister to be all Mary Poppins.
Yeah. What else? We've got Mowgli, the Jungle Book film.
Oh, really? There's
Another
another
one. Yeah, different studio.
Different studio.
Different studio.
Same Mowgli.
Same Mowgli. Maybe it'll be a white boy.
Oh, can you imagine if they whitewashed
White
Mowgli?
Mowgli.
Fucking hell. Fucking
They
does stuff.
fucking whitewashed Tiger Lily in Pan.
Did they? I don't know, I've never seen... I never got past that Nirvana bit, remember?
Oh yeah.
And I struggled up until that point, but 15 minutes in, when you break out Nirvana, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm out of that
If
fucking...
if they'll whitewash her, why not whitewash Mowgli?
Why not? Because, again, we have all the
Just
same...
turn
but not
Baloo into
edit.
John Goodman.
Okay.
Just not even a bear, just John Goodman. Just floating down the river singing Bare Necessities with a white boy in his
To
stomach.
be fair, after Cloverfield and the rejuvenation of that man's career, I welcome it.
You say the rejuvenation of that man's career.
He's
He was
had
in
that one
He
film,
was in
didn't he?
Kong Skull Island.
Yeah, that was...
He was the Bryan Cranston of that film.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Ant-Man Wasp. That's coming out.
Oh yeah, which is a.
I don't think it's obviously going to do bigger than Deadpool, because Deadpool's this juggernaut now.
Ant-Man is literally tiny.
2 references right there.
Yeah.
One, because Juggernaut's in Deadpool 2. And secondly, because Ant-Man is tiny.
Because Ant's is small.
Yeah, exactly.
Juggernauts are big. That was the joke.
Aren't we good at this podcasting?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm not really excited about that, to be honest. Ant-Man 2.
I am. I like
Really?
the first Ant-Man.
I thought it was
again,
fine,
Again,
but-
it was another one of those. I enjoyed that.
But I just sort of think, who gives a shit at this point of time?
Yeah, I think I say I just want. I think I'm more excited to see which one of them disintegrates at the end. Spoilers.
Oh, okay.
Just on the basis.
Spoilers for a film that's not out yet. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one of them's because it's set before Infinity War,
Yes.
right? So
So
you
someone's
know,
got
in the
to
post-credit
disintegrate.
scene, somebody's going to disintegrate, which means either one of them or both of them are going to end up in the Fourth Avengers, which I think I read somewhere that both do. So
So
old man's going to go, or the kid. The kid.
I'd like the kid to die.
His kid's going to disintegrate.
Yeah, I'd enjoy that.
Yeah, maybe even the his overly talkative partner in crime, Michael Penner or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I mean, I can see, post-credit scene in the Algarve.
Just all of them going, and it's just Ant-Man and Wasp.
They're relaxing on a beach in the Algarve, and then the little kid disappears.
Oh,
and
we'll go full circle.
history repeats itself.
Full circle.
Time stone.
MacGuffin.
MacGuffin.
If only the McCanns had a MacGuffin.
There'd be no book deal, no money,
There'd be no money.
no
God,
guilt.
What a cash cow.
Yeah. Like a little cash pinata.
Okay. So yeah, we've got away from Deadpool horribly. Several steps there.
Yeah, what else is coming out this year? Because I mean, I think we've said all there is to say on Deadpool.
Yeah, it's
Really?
enjoyable. Go watch it.
Yeah, go watch it. Recommend it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
all right,
7
move
out
on.
of 10.
Yeah.
Move on with your life.
Yeah, done. Bish bash bosh. Right, moving on. Just quick. What is there? I was just trying to think what's coming out this summer.
There was a trailer for Ocean's 8,
Oh yeah.
the all-female Ocean sequel.
Again, the first Ocean's 11 was Ocean's 10. I can't remember what number they are now.
It's
But the
Ocean's
first
11.
Ocean's 11. Again, it was one of those that was okay. That was enjoyable.
Yeah, fun,
Moved on.
done. And
Second
then
one, I was just like, no, can't make
Yeah,
it
it's the
through
second
this.
one, the
And
one
then there
with
was a
Bruce
third one. I
Willis
just
rocking up.
as Bruce Willis,
Yeah, playing himself.
where then Julia Roberts plays somebody that looks exactly like Julia Roberts, so therefore Julia Roberts exists in this universe.
Yeah, they break the fourth wall where they say that you look exactly like.
Julia Roberts, and then Bruce
Yeah.
Willis turns up and he's just like, Julia! And it's just like,
Yeah.
oh,
And
the
the whole-
cliff! It's got off the cliff!
There's that shark jumping.
All they had to do was just reference it, maybe, and it would have been like, okay, that's kind of funny. But then to have a whole fucking set piece around
Yeah,
Bruce
to build the finale of your film.
Willis. Yeah,
around
it's
it.
just like, oh no!
And an Ocean's 13 was truly god awful.
I didn't even see that. I can't even. If I
From
did,
what I
can't-
remember, whatever the heist is, they tell you this is how we're going to do the heist, and
and
they
then
just do it.
they do it.
Yeah.
I mean, but I say this new one, from what I remember
female.
reading, it's all female, but it is not a reboot. It is
No.
still set in that universe.
Yeah, she is still
It's the
Thingy
sister.
Ocean. Oh,
No,
is she?
because it's not Julia Roberts, is it? It's
Julia Roberts, isn't it?
well, she may have a cameo in it, but no, it's
She's the main fucking character in the
no,
trailer.
it's Sandra Bullock, dickhead.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which it took me a while to figure out which one it was because it was, but no, Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock's the main character, is she?
Yeah, Sandra Bullock.
Oh,
it
shit,
plays
okay.
the sister of
Of Julia Roberts.
no, of George Clooney, Ocean,
Oh, Christ.
Danny
okay.
Ocean. Is it Danny Ocean?
It is Danny Ocean.
So this
Jesus.
is Danny Ocean's sister. This is Danielle Ocean or whatever.
Daniel Ocean.
Oh fuck knows.
You can't stop the motion of the ocean, Kinnison.
You can't, well, you really can't with those. There's 4 of them now
Oh, God.
made film wise. So yeah, again, I appreciate that it hasn't done the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, and
It hasn't rebooted it just for the sake of rebooting it.
It's a bit of a mixed cast. There's Anne Hathaway, who's
Some big stars in
She's
it.
all
Anne
right.
Hathaway, like I say, Sandra Bullock,
Sandra Bullock, Rihanna,
and then Rihanna.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Oh God! Well, at least she's not in fucking another.
And if you want a spoiler, James Corden's in it. So the Two Guys One Sofa rating is -7 out of 10. Don't go watch.
Meanwhile, Peter Rabbit made me kill several rabbits in real
Yeah.
life. I've been hunting wabbits, hoping that one of them will scream out in James Corden's voice, "Please, please, no
not
more!" Fucking bloody Corden.
Yeah, I mean, if people want to comment, what does the world see in James Corden? Because people are going to see this fucking movie.
I'm going to put that as a poll on Instagram.
Yeah.
So, just vote. What are James Corden's positive qualities?
There's a long silence going on here. Ironically, there's a clock ticking in the background as well.
God, I hope that picked up on the
Yeah,
microphone.
put a little tumbleweed sound in the background, some church bells, a coyote howling in.
just crickets. Like, oh God. So yeah, I don't know what else. Is there anything before we wrap up then? What's coming out that we are looking for? Obviously, we're going to sadly watch fucking Solo. So that'll probably be a podcast when I get back from.
Yeah, we've got
Kiev.
Solo on the horizon. We'll do Jurassic World. I don't know. I should have bought some sort of research in here about what's coming out this year.
You didn't plan on
There's
research.
The Incredibles 2, Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Ooh, yeah. Wreck-It
That's one I'm
Ralph's
looking forward
fun.
to. Probably more than anything else.
Frozen 2, I believe.
This year? No,
Or is it next year?
maybe next year.
I know there is a Frozen 2 in at some point.
Yeah, Frozen 2 next year.
Um,
And obviously, next year's got a big one because we've got the second Infinity War and the final Star
Captain
Wars.
Marvel and Star Wars 9.
Star Wars 9. And
Oh my
yeah, various big old names coming out next year.
There
But we
is-
won't go that far ahead just
No,
yet.
no.
'Cause fuck knows.
Yeah, so I'm not looking forward to Solo, even though, from what I've heard, it's supposed people are coming out and going, yeah, it's okay.
The reviews are coming out okay. An action-packed film is what I've heard.
Yeah, which I mean, it's Ron Howard's doing. I mean, very rarely Ron Howard misses the mark, and this is completely different for Ron Howard. But again, he's built up enough credibility for me that I'm willing to give Ron Howard a go. I'd rather have Ron Howard in charge of this film than
Paul Feig.
Paul Feig,
Yeah.
Zack Schneider.
Oh,
Who's another fucker? Michael Bay.
Michael Bay. Michael Bay.
The holy
Solo.
trinity of dicks. Oh God.
Oh,
So yeah, I mean, let's say,
Solo, the Age of Apocalypse.
just imagine if all 3 of them combined to make one film. Like they said, we're rebooting Star Trek, and we've got these 3 on board. It would be like, it's over. It's over.
Like an evil Megazord.
Somebody dig up fucking Nimoy and bring him back to life. Fucking hell, Christ. Oh, something that we love touched by those. Fucking hell. I've only just got over Ghostbusters with Fee. But if you take Star Trek, not me.
Are they doing another Star Trek?
I think it's up in the air.
Yeah,
Because, like you say,
died a
because
death.
Beyond didn't do commercially that well,
No.
despite it being okay.
Yeah.
Again,
Better than Into Darkness.
yeah, Into Darkness was a slog, but it was. I still hold that fucking reboot up in highest. I do like that. The first
Yeah, that's
reboot.
coming up to 10 years old now as well.
Fuck off.
2009 that came out.
Oh my. Fuck.
Speaking of films as well for anniversaries, I think, pretty much exactly at the point of 10 years since Crystal Skull. We were in Florida watching Crystal Skull.
should we just end with this little this podcast with a little nod then? A little throwback Thursday, so to speak.
A little retrospective.
A little retrospective.
On Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It sucked!
Fuck you! That's it. That's all I've got.
Thanks for listening to Two Guys, One Sofa. Graeme, I'll let you do the intro next time. You can have your rebuttal.
I've got nothing, alright. There's too much hate in this room on this one sofa between two guys.
There's one sofa, two guys, one simmering bowl of bitterness and
Steaming
resentment.
pile of shit.
Yeah.
So congratulations if you made it this far, because we've rambled a lot today.
Yeah. I think we briefly talked about Deadpool 2 at some point.
Yeah, go see it.
Go see it, it's fine.
7
out of 10?
7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Awesome.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Have you got anything else?
Um,
You did the intro. Do you want to do an outro?
what the fuck should I say with an outro? No, you know what? Fuck you. Bye.
Thank you.
Two guys, one sofa.